Hello class, it's Mr. Ng with a tutorial on how to use Google Sheets to manage your data. So here I have basically all of the raw numbers that you would have from lab. I just took the time to type it in. Look, I have a row with all of my titles and I have a column with the different mills. So before I start anything, the first thing I would do is I would make sure that my data looks good. So number one, I'm going to highlight these things. All right, and then I'm going to give it some borders like so, and then I'm going to highlight these guys on top and I'm just going to fill in. I'm going to go to this little button that says fill color, click down. I like light blue. Boom, there you go, that looks nice. And then let's give these guys a fill. Oh, I don't know, let's go with this here, green. That looks good. Okay, so I got a nice neat table, nice and organized for me. Last thing that I need to do is down here, I have these two sheets made. One is for my 10 milliliter data. The sheet 2 is for my 50 milliliter data. When you submit this, please have both. So I'm going to name them. Sheet 1, I'm going to rename. I just kind of clicked on this little down thing. I'm going to say rename. I'm going to call this 10 mil data. And then here, I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to rename, and I'm going to call this 50 mil data. Good. So I got everything set up. I have my tab named. I have a nice, neat table ready to go. First little trick in Sheets, you don't need to punch in all these numbers in the calculator. You just have to do it once, and Google Sheets would do it for you. Here's what I mean. If I wanted to find the average of these three numbers, normally I would type it into my calculator and divide it by 3 because there's three numbers. Or I'm going to click right here where it says average, and I'm going to press the magic button, which is the equal sign. It all starts with the equal sign here. So I'm going to press equal, and I'm going to press the word average. Look, Google is smart enough that it's already suggesting for me the average. I could click on it and it'll be nice and easy. It does it for me. But just in case it doesn't suggest it for you, here's how you do it raw. You push equal to, you type in AVERAGE, open parentheses, and then you highlight these three, close parentheses, and then you press enter. Oops. Let me look. B2 to, oh, not E2 to D2. Boom, you press enter, it does the average for you. This is kind of ugly, it's like really big, so I'm going to click right here, see where my cursor is at, and I'm going to make sure that it's a number, right? That way it just gives me nice 3 digits instead of that big long thing. Okay, so that's how you type in average. One last time, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to be on this cell, press equal sign, AVERAGE, open parentheses, highlight the three that I want, close parentheses, press enter, and I'm done. Good. Here's the best part about Google Sheets. You don't need to do that 3 times over. Look what I'm going to do. I clicked on this last cell that I put in this little function to. And now I can copy that real fast. I'm just going to hover over this little square. See how my cursor changes to a cross? This is good. Right? You want that cross, not the arrow, not the hand. You want this little cross. And I'm going to hold down, drag down, and look at that. It did all my averages for me, and I'm done. Right? I just did all 3 averages real fast. Now I'm going to show you how to also calculate your percent error in Google Sheets. Here's how you do that. I'm going to go to this here cell. Again, I'm going to start with equal sign. And now I'm going to type in this equation here. I need the theoretical minus the experimental divided by the theoretical. In this case, for this set, it was 10. The theoretical value was 10. So I'm going to do parentheses, 10, that's what it's supposed to be, minus, this is what it is, this average score, this 9.86, that's not my 10, close parentheses, divided by 10. Boom. So I got this tiny little number. Notice that I didn't type in the times 100. In Sheets, it's easier not to type in the 100, and instead I'm going to click here, and I'm going to turn this into a percentage. See this little button here that says format as a percentage, or you could go down to format and then you could choose number and then you could choose percent, right? So I had a 1.43% error. Again, let's do that again. I did equal to. I did the theoretical value, which is 10. Oh, I need a parentheses. You need to have the parentheses. 10 minus my actual value, which is 9.86. But notice I didn't type in 9.86. I clicked on that cell. That's important. And then I'm going to divide that by 10. I'm not going to multiply this by 100. If I did this on paper, I would, but with Sheets, it has a thing that I can do to help me out. Press enter. It gives me that percentage. I'm going to click on this cell. I'm going to do that same trick I did where I hover over it, I drag it down, and there you go. Oops, I don't need you. Get out of here. And there you go. I have all of these in. Oops. Look right here. I got a negative number. And percent errors are typically not negative. Like they're typically absolute values. So here's what I can do. I can go here and look at my formula. And right in front here, I'm going to type in ABS. Parentheses. Over here, parentheses. ABS. ABS means absolute value. I'm going to press enter. And now when I do it, it's going to be all positives. Great. So I just showed you how to format your table. Just kind of click on this thing, make it a box. Click on this thing to fill in the colors. And then I showed you how to use the equal sign so that you could do functions. And lastly, how to drag down from that little corner thing here, not the hand, not the arrow, but this little crosshair. And you could drag down to recopy all of those formulas. Notice that I did all my math in a matter of seconds. Now all you got to do is do it again for the 50 mil. So when I check your sheets later on today, I want the 10 mil done and the 50 mil done in Google Sheets. Thank you very much for watching.